wala pong remand o return sa konstitusyon. Ang obligasyon natin, try and decide. Isa po itong kabalintunaan, Mr. Presiding Officer.
Itong ipinipilit na impeachment, aminin man nila o hindi, ay para lamang manira ng imahen ng isang publiko at walang uuwian, kundi pag-disqualify kay VP Inday Sara para sa eleksyon ng 2028. Yun lamang ito. Pinahihirapan pa natin ang ating mga sarili.
Again, I am not a lawyer, Mr. President.
Senator...
Nag-iisip lang. I'm just guided by the Holy Spirit, Mr. President. To be honest, Holy Spirit is guiding me all the time. Thank you, Mr. President.
What is the pleasure of Senator Judge Tolentino?
Mr. President, my affirmative vote is subject to my qualifying, continuing, firm stand that the acts of the 19th Congress's impeachment trial court cannot be carried over to the 20th Congress. It has reference to the number 2 paragraph of the amended Senator Judge Cayetano's motion, amending Senator De La Rosa's motion. Please have the said be part of the records of this trial court. Naniniwala po ako na hindi po talaga pwede at dapat tumawid. Salamat po, Mr. Presiding Officer.
Duly noted and entered into the records, Senator Estrada. Senator Judge Estrada, you may proceed, sir.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, having previously served 2 terms in the Senate and participated in an impeachment proceeding in the past, I can confidently say that I am no longer inexperienced when it comes to handling matters related to the impeachment process. Mr. President, Mr. Presiding Officer, personally, malalim po ang hugot ko sa issue ng impeachment dahil minsan ang pinagdaanan namin ito ng aming pamilya. Nang ma-impeach ang aking ama, si dating Pangulong Joseph Estrada, noong panahon ng panunungkulan niya, hindi siya nabigyan ng patas na paglilitis dahil naudlot ito bunsod ng pag-walk out ng mga miyembro ng prosecution panel sa kalagitnaan ng isinasagawang pagdinig noon ng Senado. And the rest, as they say, is history. That's why I feel strongly about following each step in the Constitution. It is a sensitive matter that I take to heart. Mr. President, Mr. Presiding Officer, I vote in favor of remanding the impeachment complaint to the House of Representatives in full adherence to the provisions laid down in our Constitution. The process clearly begins in the House, and it is only proper that we respect this mandate to ensure fairness, due process, and institutional integrity. However, the process should be strictly done in accordance with the Constitution and applicable laws or procedure. Ginoong Tagapangulo, makailang beses ko nang nasabi ito, na ang impeachment trial ay nagdudulot lamang ng pagkawatak-watak sa ating bansa. Gayunpaman, bilang halal na lingkod bayan, batid ko ang mabigat na responsibilidad na kaakibat ng pagiging isang senador. Ang umupo bilang isang hurado sa impeachment trial at nakahanda akong tuparin ito. Sa mandatong sinumpaan ko, tungkulin ko na siguruhin na marerespeto ang tamang proseso, mapanatili ang integridad ng ating institusyon, at higit sa lahat, tiyakin na impeachment proceedings ay magiging patas. However, I am well aware that impeachment is a political process, not a judicial one. However, in a political process like impeachment, we must adhere to established procedures to ensure that actions are neither arbitrary or driven solely by political agendas. Mr. Presiding Officer, after hearing the positions articulated by some of our colleagues, I too am convinced that the matter of the impeachment complaint should be remanded to the House of Representatives. Thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer.
Noted and entered into the record, Senator Judge De La Rosa. Thereafter, Senator Judge Padilla, and thereafter, ladies first, Senator Judge Marcos, and then Senator Judge Gatchalian, in that order. You may proceed, sir.
Mr. President, Mr. Presiding Officer, just a short manifestation. With all due respect to the Presiding Officer, may this humble representation request the Presiding Officer to refer this motion as motion of Senator Bato de la Rosa as amended by Senator Cayetano, because the way you said it, Mr. President, this is the proposal of Senator Cayetano only. I am already forgotten, so I just would like to manifest that, please don't forget me, Mr. President.
Noted
Thank you,
and entered into
Mr.
the
Presiding
records.
Officer.
Senator Padilla. You may proceed, sir.
Maraming salamat po, aming tagapangulong pinunong hukom. Gusto ko lamang pong lagay sa talaan ng ating bulwagan na ako po ay katulad ni Senator Tolentino ay naniniwala po na hindi na po dapat tumawid pa sa susunod na Kongreso ang impeachment. Yun lamang po. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you, Senator Judge Padilla. With the indulgence of Senator Judge Marcos and Gatchalian, the chair would like to insert in between the manifestations or explanations of vote from the members of the minority. So, Senator Ontiveros, would you like to make your manifestation? Thereafter, Senator Judge Marcos. You may proceed, ma'am.
Salamat po, Mr. Presiding Officer. I strenuously vote no to the motion. The wording of the approved motion introduces unnecessary ambiguity to the already politically charged proceedings. Ang return po ay pagsauli o pagbalik. Sa usapin ng judiciary, nire-remand ang kaso pabalik sa lower court for further proceedings. Kaya po, I cannot accept this kind of wording. It is dangerous and disingenuous, particularly when the rules of court have suppletory application. The same purpose could have been achieved by merely asking the House prosecutors to file a compliance and clarify certain issues. Wala pong remand o return sa konstitusyon. Ang obligasyon natin, try and decide. Isa po itong kabalintunaan, Mr. Presiding Officer.
Noted and entered into the record, Senator Judge Marcos. You may proceed, ma'am.
Yes, maraming salamat sa ating presiding officer. Sang-ayon po ako sa motion ni Senator Judge De La Rosa at Senator Judge Cayetano, basta't maliwanag na ititigil ang proseso hanggat di natutupad ang dalawang kondisyon na sinaad ng ating amendment. Ang sabi, accountability? Accountability ba talaga? May dalawang SKL ako dyan. Una, SKL, share ko lang na si VP Inday Sara ay sinampahan ng kaso sa Komisyon ng Audit, ang COA, sinampahan ng kaso sa Supreme Court, sinampahan ng kaso sa iba't iba pang korte, sinampahan ng kaso ng Department of Justice, pati na rin ng PNP, at sinampahan ng kaso ng disbarment. At kanina lamang, may panibagong isasampang 612 million na namang confidential fund ng OVP at ng Department of Education. Walang tigil na kaso. Kung accountability ang tunay na gusto ng mga birit ng birit, bakit hindi paghusayan ng mga kaso para panagutin si VP Inday sa mga yan? May multa yan, may kulong, if ever mapatunayan. Aba, damang-dama ang accountability kapag ganyan. Itong impeachment na inipit, inupuan, nilimliman, minadali, ibinalibag sa Senado sa dulo ng sesyon. Ito ay ang pinakamaliit na iskinita ng accountability na yan. Itong ipinipilit na impeachment, aminin man nila o hindi, ay para lamang manira ng imahen ng isang publiko at walang uuwian, kundi pag-disqualify kay VP Inday Sara para sa eleksyon ng 2028. Yun lamang ito. Pinahihirapan pa natin ang ating mga sarili. Alam naman nating lahat, tayo at ang sambayanan, hindi accountability ito. Tungkol ito sa pagpigil kay VP Inday Sara para sa 2028. Huwag na tayo mag-production number. Yan ang gustong puntiryahin. Kaya ang pangalawa kong SKL, ikalawa SKL, saan ka lulugar? Kapag umuo ka sa pagpatuloy ng impeachment, magpadala ka sa mga ambisyoso ng 2028. Kapag pinadismiss o pinaremand mo naman, sasabihan kang pinoprotektahan mo si Inday. SKL, saan ka lulugar? Ako sa tama. Magpakatotoo tayo, mga kapatid na hukom at senador. Malayo pa ang 2028. Maraming gutom at naghihintay ng serbisyo mula sa Senado. Hindi tanga ang Pilipino. Alam natin ang motibo at tunay na pakay ng mga lulong sa ambisyon at kapangyarihan. Maraming salamat po.
Noted and entered into the records. Chair would like to warn the people in the gallery to kindly refrain from making statements while the court is in session. Senator Judge Gatchalian is recognized.
Maraming salamat. Thank you very much, Mr. Presiding Officer. Yung boto ko po, wala pong kinalaman kung ang articles of impeachment ay constitutionally infirm or constitutionally superior or constitutionally sound. Ang akin lang pong boto ay may kaugnayan sa transparency, kung saan sana sa open trial, dito natin pinag-usapan itong issue na ito para mabigyan natin ng oportunidad ang prosecution as well as the defense. Kasi ako naniniwala na gagamitin rin ito ng defense sa kanilang proceedings. At dito po sa open trial or sa trial proper, magkakaroon na ho tayo ng oportunidad rin, tayo mismo, mga senator judges, na tanungin, busisiin in dokumento at kung mahina ang depensa ng prosecution o mahina ang argumento ng prosecution team, pwede pa nating outright i-dismiss doon po sa open trial or sa trial proper. Sa ganitong paraan, magiging transparent at magkakaroon ng fairness at due process. So mga kasama sa ating Mr. Presiding Officer, ang aking pananaw dito ay premature ang nangyari. Pero rinirespeto ho natin ang desisyon at pagboto ng mayorya dahil ito po ang kanilang nakikitang daan. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you, Senator Judge Gatchalian. Senator Judge Pimentel. You may proceed, sir.
Just a very brief explanation of vote, Mr. President. So, I voted no to the motion because it clearly contains dangerous language susceptible to a lot of interpretations, Mr. President. Kita naman natin sa explanation of vote ng ating mga kasama, suspend lang palang gusto, return ang ginamit. Return na nga ang ginamit, remand ang explanation. So, ganun kadelikado po yung lingwahe na ginamit natin. Tapos yung gusto natin ma-achieve, dali lang yun. That's achievable by an advisory as I suggested earlier, Mr. President. Well, at any rate, Mr. President, we are communicating, if you will, the motion communicates with a body which is not yet in existence actually. Nasa 19th Congress pa tayo, but we want to already talk to or communicate with the 20th Congress. But as someone who did not vote for the motion, ang konsuelo ko lang siguro dun, yung number 2 actually recognizes cross-Congress transfer of the impeachment case from the 19th to the 20th Congress. That is now the clear and unmistakable interpretation of number 2. So thank you, Mr. President. Thank you.
Duly noted and entered into the records. Senator Judge Poe, you may proceed, ma'am.
While I voted no to the proposal of Senator Bato de la Rosa as amended by Senator Cayetano, for it to be remanded as opposed to dismiss the, tama ba yun? For it to be returned as opposed to being dismissed, the impeachment case. I would like to make it clear that I respect the decision of the majority and also that ang paglilitis ay hindi hatol ng pagkakasala. At gaya nga ng sinabi ni Senator Win Gatchalian, para sa akin, maganda kasi pagka naririnig mo talaga kung ano ang mga argumento ng prosecution. Imbis na iba kasi pag dokumento lang ang isusumite at babasahin. Ngayon, noon ko pa sinasabi na naniniwala ako na dapat tuloy-tuloy talaga ang paghatol nito at hindi lamang matatapos dito sa Kongreso na to. Pero nakakalito rin yung mga ibang posisyon na nagsasabi we cannot compel the next Congress to act on our motion or unleft what do you call this, or unfinished business or work. Kaya nga, kahit na meron tayong pinagbotohan na ganyan, there is no guarantee. I don't think it's binding to say that the 20th Congress will take this up. Yun lang yung para sa akin din. At saka, ang sinasabi nga, di ba, the Constitution says that once a complaint is filed, kinakailangan forthwith nga or magkakaroon ng trial para dito. So ang iniisip ko lang, 19th Congress and what our mandate is to actually hold a trial. Ngayon, sinasabi ng ating officer or ano nga ito? Presiding officer, sinasabi ng ating presiding officer na tuloy-tuloy pa naman ang summons nito. Magpapadala ng summons. So siguro ang tanong ko, para malinawan, magpapadala tayo, unang-una, return to the House. Kung sumagot sila bukas, na may sagot na sila, tapos pinadala natin yung summons, after 10 days, may dapat sila sumagot, so napadala dito sa atin, tapos sabihin ng prosecution, ng House, we don't need 5 days to prepare. We're already ready. Kunyari, after 10 days. So after 10 days from whenever, so that's still before still before June 30. Will we proceed with this trial, Mr. Presiding Officer?
The chair reserves the right later on to also explain his vote. The lady is in the process of explaining her vote, and she may proceed.
Okay. So I guess this is explanation of vote cannot be a hybrid of a question as well. But again, I will put forth that question because that's also one of the reasons why I couldn't really agree with the decision to return it to the House, because these are all the other questions that I feel were not addressed by the resolution that was just passed. So that's all, Mr. Presiding Officer. Thank you for the
Senator
opportunity.
Judge can make that inquiry and maybe responded to by the presiding officer or any member after we finish the explanations of vote by the Senator Judges. What is the pleasure of Senator Judge Tolentino?
Mr. Presiding Officer, a few days ago, this representation filed a Senate Resolution 1637, which has yet to be referred either to the Committee on Rules or to this plenary or to this impeachment court calling for an expedited trial, calendar trial, Mr. President. Would the actions taken by the impeachment court today to clarify and set the record straight, Mr. President, mean that the same has been denied, Mr. President?
Very much like the question of Senator Judge Poe. The court can address that after all of the senator judges shall have explained their votes, so that we can set this aside already.
Yes.
Any other member who wishes to explain their vote?
Thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer. This representation just expects a ruling from the presiding officer. Thank you.
At the proper time, the senator judge can make a motion with respect to the published proposed calendar before the impeachment court, but no such motion is pending yet for the chair, the presiding officer, to make a ruling on. But at the proper time, we will entertain any such motions. Senator Judge Cayetano may proceed for his explanation.
Mr. President, Mr. Presiding Officer, I was just reminded that my motion to amend the motion of Senator Bato was because Senator Bongo mentioned that is an option. So I just want to give credit where credit is due. And, you know, it happened very fast today, but between dismissal or actually dividing the House today or tomorrow, whether it should be dismissed, that's the problem with the compromise, Mr. President. No one's totally happy. But I think we have upheld our oath to be politically neutral. And as I said in the written motion, Mr. President, this does not dismiss nor in any manner terminate this impeachment proceeding. Now, if the House of Representatives themselves see a constitutional defect in the articles of impeachment or decide not to pursue it in the 20th Congress, we actually expedited the process. So let me stop there and thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer, and thank you, our colleagues, for, you know, nairaos natin ang desisyon na to na napakahirap. Napakahirap. Akala ko po talaga bukas pa tayo mag-uusap and hindi ganito kabibigat na mga motion ng ating pag-uusap. But I did expect Senator Bato to speak dahil nagsabi siya kahapon na before the taking of the oath, gusto niya magsalita. So I'd like to thank all of our colleagues who had the cooler heads and you know, we were able to discuss this intelligently. Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you to our colleagues.
Thank you. Senator Judge Cayetano. Any other member who wishes to explain his or her vote? Chair would like to make of record a few words regarding the just finished vote then. The presiding officer would like to thank the members of the Senate Impeachment Court, as stated by Senator Cayetano, for being able to engage in a lively discourse that enriched not only the records of the Senate, but also the debate that is going on even beyond the halls of this chamber. Nagpapasalamat po ako na nairaos natin ang unang pinagbotohan ng impeachment court. Marami pa po tayong pagdadaan ng botohan bilang isang impeachment court sa mga susunod na linggo at buwan. Ngayong ika-19 o ika-20 kongreso man, subalit nais ko ring sabihin na dun sa mga dudoso at nagdududa sa loob o sa labas man ng bulwagang ito, maliwanag ang intensyon ng Senate Impeachment Court sa katatapos lamang na botohan. Walang intensyon na i-dismiss ang kasong ito. Ang intensyon ay mabigyan ng pagkakataon ang mga prosecutors na sumagot sa ilang tinuturing mga katanungan nang hindi inaaksaya ang panahon ng korte at nang hindi pa hinuhusgahan ang bagay na ito. Ang ating pinagbotohan hindi hinusgahan na lumabag ang Kamara sa 1-year ban. Hindi hinusgahan na ayaw na ng ng ika-20 Kongreso ang impeachment complaint na ito. Kaya nga po tayo magtatanong at mag-i-issue ng order. Again, With the issuance of the summons in a few minutes from now, I think it will be made clear that no such intention, that there is no such intention, and that there is every intention by this impeachment court to comply with the rules, at least insofar as the issuance of the summons under our rules and during the 19th Congress. So with the permission of Senator Judges Grace Poe and Francis Tolentino, the Chair, pursuant to Article 7 of the impeachment rules, which provide, upon the presentation of the articles of impeachment and the organization of the Senate, as herein above provided, a writ of summons shall be issued to the person impeached, reciting or incorporating said articles and notifying her to appear before the Senate on a day and at a place to be fixed by the Senate and named in such writ, and to file her answer to the articles of impeachment within a non-extendable period of 10 days from receipt thereof, to which the prosecutors may reply within a non-extendable period of 5 days therefrom, and to stand to and abide by the orders and judgments of the Senate. The court, therefore, having been organized and the articles of impeachment having been referred thereto, hereby issues the writ of summons to Vice President Sara Zimmerman Duterte, who is directed to file her answer within a non-extendable period of 10 days from receipt of the summons and a copy of the complaint, pursuant to Article 7 of the impeachment rules. So ordered. What is the pleasure of Senator Ontiveros?
May I seek clarification from the presiding officer?
The lady may proceed.
What is the effect, Mr. Presiding Officer, of the vote, the action taken tonight, effect on the scheduled presentation of articles tomorrow? That which was, sir,
It is-
part of the approved motion last night.
The original plan that we discussed on the floor yesterday was for the House prosecutors to read the articles of impeachment before the impeachment court, before the Senate rather, which will serve as the signal for us to convene as an impeachment court. However, if you recall, Senator Judge Ontiveros, that was amended and changed yesterday when we simply referred it to the Committee on Rules, which in turn served as the basis for the convening of the impeachment court, which we did earlier. The presentation of the articles of impeachment by the House prosecution panel, therefore, at this juncture, would be rendered moot already, given that we not only have convened the impeachment court, we also already issued summons to the respondent, defendant. There would be no further action on their part that they can or may take before the court.
So, Mr. Presiding Officer, if the originally scheduled presentation of articles by the House prosecutors tomorrow is rendered moot by the action taken tonight, yung kabuoang presentation of articles ba ay mangyayari pa or hindi na mangyayari? Kung mangyayari po, kailan?
Sa pagkakaunawa po, hindi na dahil hindi na kailangan dahil pinagpasyahan nga po kahapon ng Senado bilang plenaryo na ayon sa sinabi ni Senator Judge Padilla kahapon na ang pag-refer ng impeachment sa Rules Committee, yun na yun tulad ng ginawa sa mga nagdaang impeachment. Kaya nga po kanina, dinischarge na rin natin ang Rules Committee ni Senator Tolentino kaugnay sa pinasang impeachment rules sa kanila.
Mr. President,
Senator Judge
Salamat,
Del Rosa.
Mr. Presiding Officer.
Thank you, Senator Ontiveros.
Mr. Presiding Officer, just procedural clarification.
You may proceed, sir.
Once we decided to return the articles of impeachment to the House, am I correct to assume that technically we don't have the jurisdiction of these articles of impeachment already because we returned it? So, bakit pa natin magpapatuloy tayo sa pagbigay ng sabpina sa respondent kung binalik natin? Siguro kung mabalik na yun sa atin, saka pa tayo magpapatawag ng mag-issue ng summons. Kasi, technically, wala tayong jurisdiction ngayon sa articles of impeachment dahil binalik natin sa kanila ang articles of impeachment. So, wala sa atin. So, ano ngayon ang magiging basis? Like, for example, magpadala tayo ng sabpina kay Vice President Sara Duterte. Anong attachment ilagay natin sa sabpina? Articles of impeachment should be attached to the sabpina. So, anong personality natin to attach na sabpina na ang sabpina ay binalik natin sa House? So, technically, we don't have jurisdiction over the articles of impeachment. That's my humble understanding. Again, I am not a lawyer, Mr. President.
Senator...
Nag-iisip lang. I'm just guided by the Holy Spirit, Mr. President. To be honest, Holy Spirit is guiding me all the time. Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. Presiding Officer.
Senator Judge Ontiveros, you are recognized, ma'am.
Mr. Presiding Officer, yung kasasabing wala ng jurisdiction ang impeachment trial court na ito, yan ay pag-amin, yan ay pagsisinungaling dun sa phrase, sa pinagbotohang motion kani-kanina lang na without dismissing or terminating the complaint. Nasa sa atin na eh. Tapos ngayon pala, gumawa tayo ng aksyon para mawalan ng jurisdiction. At pati ba naman yung pag-summons na i-issue ng presiding officer, pati yon ay gustong bawiin mula sa kamay ng impeachment court. So nakikita natin, Mr. President, talagang brick by brick, stone by stone, dinidismantle itong impeachment trial process at dinidismantle yung impeachment complaint. Napakalaking disservice po sa ating dapat tungkulin sa ilalim ng konstitusyon.
Session is
Mr.
suspended.
Presiding Officer.
The presiding officer recognizes Senator Judge Cayetano to respond to the earlier manifestation and or motion of Senator Judge De La Rosa.
Sir President, I have not heard of any court in the world that has 23 or 24 judges. Even our own Supreme Court, very good, excellent Supreme Court, that is always in session throughout the year except when they're in a recess, don't always agree with each other. That's why when you have oral arguments, especially in division, and justice asks questions, that is not a pronouncement of the court. That is the pronouncement or opinion or question of a justice. And to be fair to those justices, sometimes yung tanong niya baliktad nung kanyang opinion. Kasi kanya-kanyang style yan ng pagtatanong. So, the language of our motion is very clear. It's not dismissed, it's not terminated. Whatever words we use, it's very clear. Having said that, Mr. President, I did not object a while ago to the issuance of summons. One, because it's in the rules. Two, we explained it a while ago that it's not anomalous to issue it. It's just not also regular because precisely we asked that the articles be returned. But the explanation there is that when it is returned back to us, if and when it is returned back to us, what they will return is a certification and that it did not violate the Constitution, and it will also show the factual circumstances of the filing of the first 3 impeachment complaint. Hindi nila pwedeng baguhin yung articles of impeachment, lalong magiging unconstitutional yon. Then you'll have to issue another summons with the amended articles. No? So, meaning, Mr. President, when we explain our vote, we give our impressions and our interpretations, but that's not the ruling of the court. And I think our motion and what we have decided today is very clear and very plain. And we just follow the letter of the motion. So it will be sent to the House of Representatives. The order will be basically a faithful reproduction of what we had on screen, and we will wait next Congress for the 12 of us who will be here and the next 12 who have been proclaimed by the COMELEC, and we will act based on yung binigay nila. So kung anuman ang sagot ng ating Vice President, we will just follow the rules that the prosecutors will have 5 days to reply, and then the rest will be up to the impeachment court and the prosecutors in the 20th Congress. That's my interpretation, Mr. President, but even my interpretation is not the ruling of the court.
Thank you. Thank you, Senator Judge Cayetano. Now, acting on the earlier questions of Senator Judges Tolentino and Poe, which pertains to the calendar of the court, the understanding of the presiding officer is that Senator Judge Tolentino filed a resolution containing the proposed calendar, which has not yet been referred to the impeachment court because it is in the order of business that is yet to be read once we resume and revert back and sit as a Senate, which we will do as soon as it is over. Thereafter, we will be referring it to the impeachment court.
But my query, Mr. Presiding Officer, is that will there still be time for the court to address the matter, adoption or denial of the same, Mr. Presiding Officer?
Perhaps not, Your Honor, because, as pointed out by Senator Judge Ontiveros earlier, there may be no need for the prosecutors to do anything tomorrow, especially given the fact that the other party, the defendant, the respondent in this case, was not so notified that that will be the subject matter of
yes,
the court's consideration.
So impliedly, Mr. President, can the court now consider the same as moot, quote unquote, or denied, Mr. Presiding Officer? Just for the record.
Can we use the word archived after it is after it shall have been referred to the impeachment court?
The intention of this representation, Judge, Mr. President, is to have the same reflected in the records of the trial court, Mr. President.
Then the chair so orders that after it shall have been referred to the impeachment court, that the same shall form part of the records of the impeachment court. But that has to be done in plenary, with the Senate not acting anymore as an impeachment court.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. Presiding Officer.
Senator Judge Ontiveros, ma'am. You may proceed, ma'am.
Mr. Presiding Officer, I just want to respectfully correct what the good presiding officer stated earlier. This representation definitely did not say that there's nothing anymore for the prosecutors to do
in
tomorrow
response to the query of the
day.
Honorable Senator Judge Ontiveros.
Yes, Mr.
So
President.
clarified.
Thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer, rather, because it was the presiding officer who said that the presentation of articles tomorrow, as originally approved in the motion yesterday, would be rendered moot. But
Let the record
that is not
so
at
reflect
all
that.
my desired or ideal scenario, Mr. Presiding Officer. Salamat po.
Let the record so reflect that it was in response to the query of Senator Judge Ontiveros. Hearing is suspended. The hearing of the impeachment court on the impeachment complaint against Vice President Sara Zimmerman Duterte is hereby adjourned to a date to be set by the presiding officer. Any objection? Hearing none. Hearing is hereby adjourned.